As winter ended, the thunder beings began to arrive. Ahkwaniswa, young girl, who lived in the city, decided to go camping in the woods far from the tall buildings and busy streets. Leaves were beginning to emerge. Ahkwaniswa pitched her tent and soon fell fast asleep. It was not long before the croaking of the spring peepers woke up Ahkwaniswa. The spring peepers kept Ahkwaniswa up all night. In the morning, Ahkwaniswa went for a walk. She first met Anikwa, squirrel. "Did you sleep well?" asked Anikwa. "No," said Ahkwaniswa, telling Anikwa about how the spring peepers kept her up all night. While Ahkwaniswa could hardly keep her eyes open, Anikwa was wide awake and his tail twitched as he talked. Soon, Ahkwaniswa walked off, still barely awake. After a while, she came to a stream and laid down to rest. She was sleeping on the bank when along came Anikwa again. Anikwa had seen flowers in the prairie. He had watched a bird build its nest. He saw a mole digging on the riverbank. He had watched the geese returning from the south. He had seen the full moon last night. Anikwa told Ahkwaniswa that she should look around. Ahkwaniswa decided she would have to find another place to rest. Ahkwaniswa walked along completely unaware of everything that was around her. Soon, Ahkwaniswa ran straight into a cottonwood tree on the banks of the stream. Her head hurt. Ahkwaniswa asked angrily, "Why are you in my way?" Cottonwood Tree said, "I have grown here since your grandfather hiked these woods. You should walk more carefully through the forest. Look around." Anikwa, watching from the branches of the tree, laughed. Ahkwaniswa walked on, still tired. She heard the honking of goose flying high overhead, but Ahkwaniswa was too sleepy to look. It was not long before a big pile of moss fell from the foot of Goose and landed right on the head of Ahkwaniswa. Ahkwaniswa ran to the pond to wash the moss out of her hair. Soon, Goose landed in the pond. Ahkwaniswa was very angry, but Goose told her, "Look up!" By now, Anikwa was rolling on the ground laughing. Ahkwaniswa was very grumpy by now. As she walked on through the forest, she hit her foot, and it hurt badly. She had kicked a very large rock. "How did you get there?" asked Ahkwaniswa. "That is a story for another day, but I have been here since this land was a great prairie." "You should look down, Ahkwaniswa," said Rock. Finally, Ahkwaniswa noticed Anikwa laughing very loudly. By now, Ahkwaniswa was grumpy. Her head and foot hurt. She smelled like wet moss. She walked back to her tent and slept. The next day, Ahkwaniswa would listen to Anikwa and look up, down, and all around.